Hey guys, how's it going? Shinigami-san, I'm here to do a review on Bleach chapter 681. Now before I get into this actually, I just want to address, the whole thoughts on about Bleach ending. Now I didn't actually make a video about this, because first of all, I don't think it's ending in 5 chapters. And before I make that clear, before I make it clear on why I don't think it's ending, I just want to say it's because, the thing is, I didn't want to make a video about this whole discussion, because one, it's not really credited sources, and I'm not even talking about Anime News Network and Crunchyroll. Like, I'm not saying that they're not credited sources, like they're not valid, but I'm including them that they don't really have any valid evidence. Also, I didn't want to make a video about it because I felt like everyone was making a video about it, and I'm just thinking, hang on, the majority of the people that make videos about it, like, most of the times all you guys do is bash Bleach. Like, even in the previous chapter, when we got the colour page, it was just the blotched out, everyone was just talking about, oh, Bleach ending. I'm just like, wait, talk about the chapter for a second. Like, let's actually talk about the chapter. And this is why I don't really want to talk about it as much. But either way, my thoughts on why I don't think Bleach is ending in 5 chapters, it's kind of ridiculous. And not because of the fact about the pacing or we've left so many things out. You need to look at the facts. Like, one, everyone's thinking Bleach is ending because some guy on Facebook or whatever it was, he released a picture of what it said from the volume. First of all, that picture was the day before the volumes got released, so I'm wondering first, how did he get the volume to take a picture of it? Second of all, it was in Japanese, and he didn't even translate it properly. He himself didn't translate it. And the kanji for volumes and volume, like the whole situation of plurals in Japanese is a little bit iffy. So, you don't know if it's 5 chapters left or 5 volumes left. Also, the pictures from that, the visuals from the picture, it was recycled. It was from previous chapters before, when Ichigo was fighting Juha. And I'm just saying, like, now everyone, based on that evidence, which is very loosely credited and very loosely got out of, who knows, it may even be wrong, everyone's thinking Bleach is ending in 5 chapters. Furthermore, I've got even more evidence against this. If it was ending in 5 chapters, we would have seen something in this chapter. Most times when it's a 5 chapter countdown, like an assassination classroom, every chapter is like, oh, 2 chapters left or 4 chapters left. Like, Kubo done nothing in this chapter. It weren't done anything. Moreover, Weekly Shonen Jump, Shueisha, Viz, none of them, they didn't release anything of themselves. Crunchyroll, Anime News Network, they didn't get a quote from anyone. Not even Kubo's editors. Even in the author comments, Kubo didn't say anything. All he was saying was something about 90210. I find that a bit funny, that Kubo watches 90210. It's pretty interesting. Or he was talking about massages last week. So, we're getting nothing confirmed. And everyone's hyping about, oh, 5 chapters left from some guy who just posted a picture on Facebook. You know what? If it is 5 chapters left, someone who's got the volume, someone who has volume 74, point me to the page where it says that. Now point me to the page afterwards it's been actually released, because that guy, he took a picture before it was distributed in Japan. So, now that it's after and it's been distributed out and people are actually able to buy the volume, how come we're not seeing any talk about that? How come we're not seeing any confirmation on that? So, let me know about that for a second actually. And do I have any more points to fully shut down this point of it ending in 5 chapters? Let me see. No quoted sources. Look at the freaking pacing. Look at the pacing in this chapter. Now, this pacing is typical of Bleach. Pardon me. It didn't really seem extremely fast, like they were skipping stuff. So, with what I've just been saying, now, I hope that wasn't a rant. With what I've been saying, I'm not saying that it's 100%, and what I'm saying right now, I'm not contradicting myself, I'm not being a hypocrite. I have to be aware, because I can be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, because I'm not going to be like that, because if I am, let's say I am wrong, then I'm just going to be an idiot who was just like boasting, saying that he had all the facts. So, I'm like 70% sure that it's not 5 chapters left. Now, if it is 5 chapters left, of course I'm going to be sad. Like, Bleach is the thing. So, if there is 5 chapters left, that is going to be really, really sad. But as of now, until we get any confirmation from Kubo, the editor, any valid source other than this guy, I'm not going to believe it. I truly won't. I need something concrete. And so far we've had nothing. And if people in the comments are going to be coming, or if I'm going to be seeing other people's videos and people release other videos or articles about Bleach and in chapter 5, show me the freaking sources where you're getting it from. And then we'll start talking. And then I'll start, you know, being like, oh snap, actually, Bleach is finishing. Now, if it is finishing in 5 chapters, I'm incorrect. Then I'll take back everything I said. I'm not ashamed of that. I got something wrong. It happens to everyone. Now, let's push that aside. Let's push that aside now. Yeah, so this chapter was pretty awesome. Now, I don't know what's my favourite part. Is it the Haschwalt thing? Because Haschwalt, he's hit the bucket now. He's died. He's dead in this chapter. That is sad, especially when you see on his sword the B emblem, and that's for Bazz B, because Bazz B gave it to him as a kid when we saw it in the flashback. So that's really sad. But also it shows you that Haschwalt, he never stopped like being friends with Bazz B. Like, it kind of implies that Haschwalt was doing all of this to keep Bazz B safe. Now I've got other theories of why Haschwalt actually betrayed Bazz B and started going to Juha and started believing everything Juha said, and that is my thoughts on Haschwalt's childhood, because when we saw the flashbacks, it kind of seemed like he was getting abused by his uncle, his auntie, his relative. So it kind of seemed like Haschwalt kind of yearned to be useful to someone, like he yearned to have a place. And it kind of seemed like when Juha Barks came in and he was just like, you're my other half, it kind of seemed very impactful on Haschwalt. And Haschwalt probably thinking as a child, like, I'm finally at my sense of belonging, and maybe that's why he felt so connected to Juha. But we even see to the very end that he's just like, I'm proud that I myself am worthy of His Majesty. Like, he wanted to have a sense of belonging. He just wanted to have a purpose, to be honest, because his uncle just seemed like I don't know if it was sexual abuse. It kind of seemed like it seemed like Kubo alluded to that. We're not really sure, but it was very like ambiguous. It was very vague, so it's open up to interpretation and just, you know, theories and all of that. So it really is sad, because it shows you that Haschwalt still cared for Bazz B from the end, and even Bazz B's death, that was sad, because he was just like, let's become the strongest Quincy's there are, Haschwalt, or something like that. It was just hella sad, man. Like, the feels it was pulling on my heartstrings right there. Now in this chapter, you see at the end with Ichigo suddenly managing to get his resolve now. Now I'm a little bit iffy about this now, and this is because one, Ichigo was what's the word? He was feeling utter despair. Like, literally a second ago, he was just like, oh no, my soul is in pieces, I can't do this. And in 10 seconds later, he's just like, yes, let's go and do this. So I'm just like, this seems a bit like, it seems a bit too unrealistic. But you know, it is what it is. We'll just have to find out in the next couple of chapters. Now, I'm excited because we can finally see Zangetsu. Oh, well, actually, freaking hell, Juha Bark still taking his Hollow and Quincy powers. This is my thought now. Now, the whole fact of Juha Bark taking away Hollow, Ichigo, you know, Zangetsu, and the Quincy abilities within him, now we're wondering, hang on, if Ichigo does get his Bankai Sword back, he still hasn't got his Hollow or Quincy powers. So, maybe, this is just my thought, but maybe his Soul Reaper powers is still existent, because Ichigo just in my Hollow and my Quincy. So who knows, maybe this is a pure refined version of Ichigo's abilities now, nothing else. He's just a pure Shinigami now. That could be it. That would be pretty awesome. We can see his abilities fully refined, and because before, even before it was broken a couple of chapters ago, it was more of a fusion. Now we may just see itself in the purest form. Or there's theories about how, you know, the Hollow that Juha Bark took, it will be able to poison Juha from the inside, and we'll just have to find out in the next couple of chapters. Now I'm kind of sad for freaking, what's his name, Renji. You know what, Renji's probably the Soul Reaper which has had his sword crushed the most. Like, how many times has he broken Sabimaru? It's unbelievable. And if you guys are thinking, hang on, if it's been broken so much, how come we can still use it? If it's broken in Shikai, it's fine. If it's broken in Bankai, that's where we got a problem. That's when we've got a problem. So I want to explain the whole thing of Tsukishima. Tsukishima? How do you pronounce his name? Tsukishima. Either way, the Fullbringers, freaking Ginjo and Tsukishima, they're coming in like beasts. Oh man, I'm so hyped right now because of what they can do. And this is what it was. In a couple of chapters back, in the Shonen Jump Weekly magazine, I think it was the editors, they were like, they basically said, oh, maybe Tsukishima's ability will be able to fight Juha Bark, and then we see him coming in now. So I don't know if that's going to be a foreshadowing against, you know, him fighting Juha Bark. That would be pretty awesome. I want to explain what happened in this chapter of Ichigo's sword coming back, because I'm trying to explain it because when you first read it, some people can get confused. Now, basically, what Tsukishima done, he created a past where the sword wasn't broken. If you now understand that. So, what Juha done? Juha basically broke Ichigo's sword, but he basically meant that it was forever broken. It was never like, well, I don't know if you could say that, but that's what I inferred. That's what I thought, that it was forever broken. Like in the future as well. That's why Orihime couldn't reject it, and also it was a power above Orihime, so Orihime couldn't reject it either way. So what Tsukishima done is he created a path. He created an alternate past where it wasn't broken. But that isn't enough, so Orihime used that past to reject it. So the past where it wasn't broken, she used that past to reforge Ichigo's sword now. So we will finally be able to see Ichigo's abilities. That would be pretty awesome. It seems like Ichigo, Rukia, Ganju, Tsukishima, and Orihime, and Renji, sorry. Seems like they'll be going into that dimension or whatever to try and fight against Juha. But I gotta love Renji, man. Give him props because Renji's soul is never broken, no matter whatever happens. Like I always remember when I was watching the anime, when Renji, he was one that brought out that chant. I think it was it filler or was it right before the Arrancar arc when they're in Wake Commune and they split apart? And basically, Renji brings out this chant, so they'll come back alive and they'll come back safe. And I'm just thinking, man, Renji is a beast. He's such a G. So I really like, even after his sword got broken, they'll be fine for Renji anyway. Like after his sword got broken, he's still like his soul hasn't been crushed. His motivation, his drive hasn't been turned asunder. So that is pretty awesome. Now I'm really excited for the next chapter. We're going to see Ginjo, we're going to see the Fullbringers. I feel like, again with the 5-chapter thing, if it's not, because it doesn't seem like the pacing has incredibly increased. Like, if it was, I would have assumed like we may have seen Aizen in this chapter get off his chair, or like Ishin or Ryuken. It still seems like Kubo's carrying on with his same pacing. So that kind of gives us a bit of what's the word? It gives us a bit of peace, you could say. So tell me in the comment below what you thought of this chapter. If you have anything I'd like to say in this review, drop a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Tell me in the comment below, subscribe for weekly reviews of Bleach. Tell me if you think that we've got 5 chapters left. Shinigami Sam, goodbye guys, peace out.